everyone, it's Dr. Marks. I just wanted to put together a little bit of this orientation video to show you sort of how to navigate our website. It's a little different than some other professors set up their websites. So I just want to make sure you can find everything and you will be able to get started on your work and submit your work without any problem at all. So let's go ahead and get started. This is our website for the fall. And you can tell you're in the right place because it has your class section and the name and then the semester. So it's fall 2016. You want to make sure that you check in with your attendance. Remember, even though you don't have to physically be in a seat, your attendance is counted by your attendance to your work and the website during the week. So if you don't turn in an assignment, then you have an absence for that week. And if you forget to do something that needs to be done that week, not only do you lose the points for that, but it also counts against your attendance. So you can check in there and see how things are going. If you forget something or you don't make it online in time, please let me know ahead of time and we can sort of see what we can do about that. Okay? This is the video that you're watching right now. And then we use the book system in this class. So when you click on class orientation here, you'll notice a table of contents comes up along the side. And this sort of keeps you from having to just scroll and scroll and scroll through all the information of the course. So if you're looking for what are the objectives of the course, what are the expectations for your disposition, what are the assignments, the grading policies, anything like that, all you have to do is click on the table of contents and it'll pull it right up. Okay? So we're going to just go over a little bit of this. So if you need to contact me, of course, we're not going to be having any face-to-face office hours, of course. However, you probably are on campus and so am I. So if we need to meet face-to-face, we can. So don't worry about that. Okay? These are my contact numbers. We can also do a Google Hangout or Skype if you want. This course is all about assessment, and it's assessment for learning and of learning. You want to make sure that you look this over carefully so that you know what is expected of you. This course is not just made up to give you a hard time. This course is aligned to the North Carolina Professional Teaching Standards. And that's something that you will be evaluated on as you move through student teaching and out into your own classroom. So make sure that you understand what you need to demonstrate and what you need to do in order to make a C in this class. The expectation for you, remember this is an online class, and I'm sure that you've taken online classes before and you understand that online classes are not easier, nor are they necessarily harder than face-to-face classes. However, they do take time, and the things that you can just talk about in class, you have to sort of write down. So it might take a little more time. Make sure that you look at the documentation I have here about how much time you're expected to have for this course outside of class. The class runs on a community of practice, and that means that any discussions, all those responses for the discussion boards that you have, those need to be professional, and you need to be thoughtful about that. Remember, I'm looking to see how you move that conversation forward. Also, we are interested in advancing professional knowledge, developing expertise in your field through reflection and inquiry. That means that you ask interesting questions of your peers and me, that you post thoughtful questions and statements about the readings and the topics. And then again, I'm looking to make sure that you demonstrate a set of professional and ethical dispositions. Okay, so if you want to send an angry email to somebody, send it to yourself and then try to let it go. If you are having a problem, please contact me and we'll see what we can do to solve that problem. But again, you are going to be classroom teachers, and starting the very first moment that I introduce myself to you online, I'm watching to make sure that you're going to be able to demonstrate that core set of professional and ethical dispositions. Okay, so make sure that you understand that you need to show your professionalism all the way through. So, assignments, there are regular assignments, and you can see from the beginning, the home page here, that there's a little schedule for all submissions. So every week, whatever you have due, it's always due on the same day at the same time. So you can sort of get into a schedule of when you're going to work on things and turn things in. Okay, so discussion forum posts are always due on Monday night. And then you'll respond to 2 people in your group by Wednesday night. If you have an online module or online activities, those are due Friday. Anything that's due for your projects, and those are due on Saturday. Okay. And then the last day of class is when your final stuff is due on TK20, the last day of class. And I'll remind you about that, so you don't need to worry about that. So the next thing you want to look at is this lesson book. I don't know if I clicked on it too fast for you, so I'll go back. So instead of having this scroll of death trying to find out where we are, what you'll need to do is all you'll have to do is click on the lesson book and know about these PDF readings. Everything else is sort of done for you. So again, you can see there's a table of contents, and each one of these chapters is a week in our semester. It always gives you the date, the topic, and then any readings or viewings, any activities you'll need to do, and then these are the deliverables. What will you need to do for your projects? And then you have a response or a posting that you'll need to do. So for this first week, you'll need to read Mastery Learning and Learning to Love assessment. Most of the time I'll have a live link, so all you have to do is click on it and your reading will open up. Okay, I try to make it as easy as possible for you to find everything and get things done. Your responses need to be done again on time, which means you want to do your reading. You'll be put in a group with 3 or 4 other people, and that will be your group for the entire semester. I always have the prompt for the forum here. So this first prompt is going to be to discuss your experiences with Mastery Learning as a student or as a teacher. If you haven't had any experiences with Mastery Learning, discuss your thoughts or feelings about it from the reading. You'll notice that there's no word limit. What I want you to do here is I want you really just to have a discussion about Mastery Learning. It needs to be a good discussion that uses thoughtful references. You can even pull in websites or other live links that will help to, sort of highlight what you're talking about. So your response can earn up to 6 points. And then the 2 responses that you post for other people in your group, they are worth 2 points each. So it's a total of 10 points for each of these forums. Okay? So that's what you'll be doing that first week that we're together. So let's look down here a little bit more. So sometimes you'll have a video to watch, and that will be here. This one is going to be about one of your projects, part 4 of one of your projects. You want to make sure that you watch these videos before you get started, or you're going to be lost, okay? So make sure you watch these first. That's why they're in the readings and the viewing section. You can see here that you have part 5 due, and just a heads up, you did 5 already. We do 5 first and then 4. I know it's a little confusing. And I also give you the link and the date of when it's due. So when you're ready to submit it, and again, you'll have a response due. Okay, so everything you need is right here in the lesson book. And it's all live links. Okay. For a really good overview of what's due and when it's due and what's going on in this class, you can click on this course schedule. And the course schedule is just a chart. But I always print this out and keep it in my notebook so that I know what's going on. So you can sort of look at it at a glance. If somebody says, hey, let's go to the beach, or let's go have, a day in Asheville, you can look here and see what's due, and you're welcome to work ahead if you want to work ahead and get things done. Okay? Try not to work too far ahead, because then it gets complicated, because I only have certain days that I have set aside to grade things. But if you need to work ahead because you're going somewhere, or a birthday party's coming up or something like that, you're welcome to work ahead. The entire site is open for you. Okay, so let's look a little bit at your grades. Your grades will be found here. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that you need to do. There are those posts, the forum posts, the response to readings. You'll have 5 online modules, which we'll talk about in a second. You'll have 2 projects, Project 1, which is the CBA, and Project 2, which is the ASL. And then you'll have a final analysis paper, and then sort of your community of practice grade. How well did you work with other people? How well did you communicate? Were you a part of your group each week when you posted and responded? At the end of this class, there's a possible 450 points. Remember, for this class, you have to get a C because it's a core course in order for it to count. Now, there are a couple of things that you really need to know, and that will be in the syllabus. So what's really important for you to know about your assignments is in red right here, where it talks about my expectations. This is an online course, and it's also a 2-credit course. And so it's easy for you to sort of drop the ball first with this course. However, it is a core course, and it's a requirement for your graduation from this university. Therefore, there are some non-negotiables in place. For you to pass this course, you must complete at least 8 out of 10 forum posts that are to standard, okay, which means they're a passing grade. You must also complete 4 out of 5 of the online modules. You have to make sure that those 2 big projects, the CBA and the ASL projects, are completed to standard, which means you at least get a C on them each, and that they are uploaded to TK20 by the end of the semester. And then that final reflection paper that you turn in, it's very important in this class, and you must earn a C or better to pass the class. So in this class, you cannot get straight A's on everything and then the last 2 weeks just check out, okay? You will not pass, I'll tell you right now, because that's not a disposition for a teacher. A teacher is responsible and committed and has follow through. So make sure that you complete your forum posts, your online modules. Make sure that you complete your 2 projects and that you upload them to TK20, and your final reflection paper with a C or better, or you will not pass this class. Okay? I leave the gradebook open for you to look at any time. So make sure that you keep up with your grades. It has been known for as you learn to make problems and to not add things up and not count things and not show things, and sometimes I'll put things in weird or whatever. So it's easy for you to keep up with your grades. So make sure that you're always looking at your grades. If there's anything that seems sort of fishy for you, let me know, okay? I don't have a problem with students telling me that something doesn't look right or something isn't right. We all need to work together here. The other thing is that you have a list of your classmates and their emails, so if you need to contact anybody, you can. This is sort of a quick look at activities and stuff, and you'll notice that I will send out announcements through this sort of latest news. Those are just updates about things that have changed or things that are due, just a reminder. So make sure that you just glance over them to make sure that you're not missing some important information. Okay? So I know that we're going to have a wonderful and fantastic and exciting semester. And please call me or email me or come by and see me in my office if you have any problems or any questions at all. Okay? Assessment is so important to classroom teachers and to the students that they teach. So I want to make sure that when you leave this class, you have a solid foundation about how to assess student learning. Okay? I will see you soon.